over for you, bro.
Johnny, I pray that's not your fate either, brother. Even though you come up against this all the time, I pray that's not your fate.
Gentiles.
Shut up, man. I'm not talking to you.
Ready for this one?
I was just talking about you, but I wasn't talking to you. All right, go ahead, brother. Get that out.
It's Jeremiah 20 and 11.
Jesus loves every man and woman.
It says, but the Lord is with me as a mighty tremble. A tremble one. Terrible one. Therefore my prosecutors shall stumble, and they shall not prevail. They shall be greatly ashamed, for they shall not prosper. Their everlasting confusion shall never be forgotten.
Their everlasting confusion shall never be forgotten. Why? Because those same people are going to be under us. And not just under us, but under all nations. And that's that so-called white men and those that join hands with them, right? The most important thing is that the Most High, Yahweh Shai, is a mighty and terrible God. He does terrible things at times, man. Alright? Look what he did to Job. Job was a perfect and an upright man, but he gave him sore boil from head to toe and took everything away from him. His woman, his friends, all his cattle, all his substance, his houses. He lost every damn thing, man. And this is Deuteronomy 7 and 21. Thou shalt not be afraid at them, for the Lord thy God is among you, a mighty God and terrible. Alright? The key point is that the Most High is mighty and he's also terrible. And if he's terrible, you should fear him, because he can fuck you up when you least expect it. I feel for my brother, because like I say, it's still fresh, man. It just happened. I feel for my brother.
Correction, love, and peace. God makes this kind of like possible through a personal relationship with his son.
This is Isaiah 53 and 1. Who have believed our report, and to whom
help you understand God's desire for you. God has a plan for your life. God's plan gives meaning. God's plan gives direction, and it brings peace. And God's plan is for you.
It says, who has believed our report, and whom is the arm of the Lord's revealed? For he shall grow up before him as a tender plant, and as a root out of a dry ground. He hath no form, nor what's this word? Comeless, and when we shall see him, there is no beauty that we should desire him.
Right, now he's talking about Yahweh Shai, he's called Jesus Christ. He said, there's not going to be any beauty in him. Not saying that he was an ugly dude, but because the way he spoke to people, didn't nobody like him. So he looked at everybody that liked him, so he was ugly to people. You know? That's basically what it said. That he didn't look ugly. But they didn't like what he was saying, so people ran away from him.
He is despised and rejected of men, and men of sorrow, and what's his name?
You have a light that needs
acquainted with grief, and we hid as it were our faces from him. He was despised, and we esteemed him not.
He was despised, and we esteemed him not. He didn't give the Most High his glory. They told him he didn't know. They told him he didn't know what he was talking about. Same thing this fucking idiot do every day.
Surely he had borne our griefs and carried our sorrows. Yet we did esteem him stricken, smitten of the Most High, and afflicted. But he was wounded for our transgressions.
Right. He died for our transgressions. Keep going.
He was bruised for our iniquities, and chastisement of our peace was upon him, and with his stripes we are healed. All we like sheep have gone astray. We have turned every one in his own way, and the Lord has laid on him the iniquities of us all.
Right, so he laid the iniquities
Us,
of all the Israelites,
Every
Johnny.
person.
Keep going.
It didn't say to Israel.
Keep reading. He's talking to the Israelites.
It says he was oppressed and he was afflicted, yet he opened not his mouth. He is brought.
So the whole time he was getting spit on,
The Bible don't say
he
for
didn't.
Israelites.
The whole time, everything that was going on to him, he didn't open his mouth. He didn't say a word. He took it like a man.
Why don't the Bible
That's
say
clearly not
for
a man right
Israelites only?
He opened not his mouth. He is brought as a lamb to the slaughter, and as a sheep before her shears
For everyone.
is dumb. Is dumb. So he openeth not his mouth.
Listen to the scriptures, Johnny.
He was taken from prison and from judgment. And who shall declare his generation? For he was cut off out of the land of the living. For the transgression of my people was he stricken.
He said, from the transgression of my people. Who is his people? The Israelites. Read that again. Stop talking and listen.
He was taken from prison and from judgment. And who shall declare his generation? For he was cut off. For he was cut out.
Listen, shut up.
For he was cut off out of the land of the living. For the transgressions of my people was he stricken.
For the transgression of my people, which are the Israelites. Keep reading.
Yeah.
Stop
And
talking.
he made his grave with the wicked and with the rich and the deaf, because he had done no violence.
All the Israelites.
Neither was any deceit in his mouth.
So he didn't do. So he was innocent.
Israelites.
Keep going.
God
Yet it is pleased yet it is pleased the Lord to bruise him.
Read that part again.
Can we agree?
It says,
that God
yet it is pleased. Yet it pleased the Lord to bruise him.
So even though Yahushua, who the one who calls Jesus Christ, didn't do nothing wrong, it pleased the Lord to bruise him. Let's listen. Read that again. Read that again. So even though Yahushua, the one who calls Jesus Christ, did no sin, the Most High, it was pleasing to the Most High that what happened to him.
Yeah,
That's no. Read that again.
It says, yet it pleased the Lord to bruise him.
Read verse 8 again.
9.
Start. Yeah.
It says he made his grave with his death, because he had done no violence, neither was any deceit in his mouth. Yet it pleased the Lord to bruise him.
It pleased the Lord to bruise him. Shut up, listen.
He has put him to grief. When thou shalt make his soul an offering for sin, he shall see his seed. He shall prolong his days in the pleasure of the Lord.
He shall see his seed. Who is his seed, Johnny?
They were disobedient. The
Israelites
Israelites
again. Keep going.
Shall prosper in his hand. He shall see of the travail of his soul, and shall be sanctified by his knowledge. Shall my righteousness servant justify many, for he shall bear their iniquities.
That's talking about Yahushua. Yeah, and it pleased the Most High to allow him to get beat like that. It pleased the Most High because he knew that he was doing it for us. So that's why it pleased the Most High for him to come down here and to die for our sins.
He wanted them to be jealous.
Yeah, you're jealous of us because you don't have the knowledge that we got.
This is Jeremiah chapter 30, verse 11. Actually, this is Jeremiah chapter 30, verse 10. Therefore, fear thou not, O my servant Jacob, saith the Lord, neither be dismayed, O Israel, for lo, I will save thee from afar, and thy seed from the land of their captivity. And Jacob shall return, and shall be in rest, and be quiet, and none shall make him afraid. For I am with thee, saith the Lord, to save thee. Though I make a full end of all nations, whether I have scattered thee, yet will I not make a full end of thee, but I will correct thee in measure, and will not leave thee altogether unpunished. And that correction in measure is what? That's that 1/3. And the actual correction is when we have to load ourselves. He takes this stony heart out, makes us clean, and gives us his heart. And then we have to load ourselves with all the impurities and inequities and sins and transgressions that we did. We have to loathe ourselves. That's our payback. That's why he said, I'm not going to leave you altogether unpunished, but I will punish you in measure. Right? 1/3 of us is going to get that salvation. And now that 1/3, 144,000 is going to get taken up. The rest of the 1/3 will still be here. 2/3 are going to get that punishment, that harsh punishment, because they didn't want to listen. Go ahead.
This is Joel 2:32. And this shall come to pass that whoever shall call on the name of the Lord shall be delivered. For in Mount Zion and Jerusalem shall be deliverance, as the Lord hath said, and in the remnant whom the Lord shall call. Now the remnant is the elect, which is the small number. So the Most High is going to choose the remnant, which is the elect. The elect has to be of the 12 tribes of Israel.
Gentiles can get through salvation too, though.
The salvation for the Gentiles is to serve the Israelites.
And the Israelites.
The only salvation, the salvation of the Gentiles is to serve us. And that's why the Abishai died, stupid.
It says he let their lawful tables become a snare, a trap that makes them think that all is well. Let their blessings cause them to stumble. And let them get what they deserve. Let their eyes go blind so they can't see. And let their backs be bent forward.
Talking about your ass.
He's reading the scripture.
God's people.
He don't understand it. He's talking about himself.
Fall beyond recovery.
He's reading about himself and don't even know it and don't understand
God's
it.
people, the Israelites stumble and fall beyond recovery.
You see how he says that the Israelites stumble and fall, but he don't say that he's an Israelite?
So
That's
God made
2/3.
salvation available
That's
to the
strictly
Gentiles.
That's why he's a Gentile.
But he wanted his own
He don't have the
Hold
voice.
on. Can I say something?
Go ahead.
Now this man got blood on his hand, right? You're gonna die with blood on your hand.
Thank you. I don't have blood, but I touched the brother.
Show your hand, Johnny.
I
Show
don't
your
have the
hand.
blood on my hand.
Show your
Why
hand.
did the blood go on your hand?
Show your
Not
hand.
mine, and I touched
Show your hand, man.
Show the hand.
Show your hand.
Because the hand that you touched was on the left hand side.
Show your hand.
You got blood on your hand.
Show your hand.
He was
Show the camera.
Show your hand, man. Show your hand. Show your hand.
Go ahead, get on him about
Yeah.
that, brother.
He
Yeah,
accepted
see,
Jesus in
this
his
man
heart,
got blood
too.
on his hand. You're gonna die with blood on your hands, cause you keep teaching that false shit.
My body made,
Yeah.
but not my soul.
You're gonna die, bro.
I'll give you
know
Hey,
that.
somebody, you know what that's that, brother?
When it says God's people, did they stumble?
I know what you're talking about, but I don't know.
I can't think of it off the top.
You're gonna die, man.
And he says,
That's not even the King James Version Bible we got, first of all.
It's not. His version got all extra shit. His version was talking about Abraham, where the place where it wasn't talking about
I
Abraham.
want some
It didn't say Abraham, it said the branches.
Israel,
So now you put words where it has no originality.
So I may save
That's
some
why
of them.
everybody, when they walk past, they may say some shit about us, but they know, but they reading out the Bible. They mock the hell out of you and tell everybody don't listen to you.
God offered salvation to
Oh,
the world. Same Bible.
It's in Ezekiel. Thank you.
Same Bible.
I think it's 20. Is it 23?
No, it's not. You don't got a King James Version.
23?
My Bible,
Yeah, that whole thing is spiritual. Where it says,
It does not go he said,
You have no understanding of the
bro, I
scripture.
don't like that. This part,
yeah, that is an easy.
You have no understanding.
Thank you. Thank you. What?
But you don't understand that one.
Yeah, I understand the words it said here that he saved, he gave salvation to the Gentiles.
How about this? Listen. The rapture, and now we prove to you, you admit, hold on, wait. Listen, now you admit that the elect is Israelites, right?
You guys were the chosen people.
And you admit that the elect is Israel. 12 tribes, I mean 12,000 from each
Yeah,
tribe.
but look, you guys made a manage.
Listen,
Answer the question. Answer the question.
you admit that the elect, that the Most High is going to be
Israel.
called out to preach and do His work.
He wants you guys back.
Exactly.
He
You
wants you
too,
guys.
stupid.
Yeah,
You're an
me.
Israelite.
But I'm a Gentile. He wants us all to come.
But you agree that the Israelites have to be in the
I'm finding out Israelites are God's chosen people.
and that they're the elect. They're going to be called
Yeah,
back.
but look, why would it says here, did he make you guys stumble beyond recovery? No.
Nah, you just said you
Hey,
said
we at
that the
30.
Israelites
We
are
at
chosen.
You guys were
Close it.
disobedient.
We're at 30. Close
Okay,
it.
close. Yeah.
It's